Absolute Superman #1, and I got 2 covers for this one. So we're going to talk about it using my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. Remember, this is a new universe. Are people tired of multiverses? Yeah, I think that they are. However, what are you going to do? We're stuck with it. Is this a get out of jail free card? Oh, I don't have to worry. I can do a bunch of hot takes. What if Lois Lane is bad? What if, Jimmy Olsen's an assassin or something? I can do anything I want because it's an alternate universe. It is a get out of jail free card. So we have to review it with that in mind. So again, Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman were both pretty good. And I did like this comic. I don't know if I loved it. I have to think about it. This is a weird one. I've gone back and read Wonder Woman a second time. I actually think Wonder Woman is my personal favorite of the 3 of these. And if I had to rank them by favorites, I would say Wonder Woman, then maybe Batman, then maybe Superman. However, objectively, Batman was probably the best because it was kind of like, whoa, a lot of cool things were going on that you're like, whoa, I never saw these before. I'm close to even saying Wonder Woman is objectively the best. I didn't rank them as such in my space system because of different art styles and things like that. Sometimes the art, like the art in this for me, was the best art of all 3 for sure. So anyways, let's get on with it. For the storyline, I'm going to give it 1.5. I like the storyline. It's on Krypton. Krypton's a little bit different than what we've seen before. There, of course, there's different classes. Your science guys are your top guys, and you got your sort of your worker bees. And Jor-El and Lara are in the lower class. They would have been in the high up class of science, but they got booted out for speaking against things in the government. I don't want to go through the whole entire thing. It's different. That's all you got to know about. Krypton is still going to explode. I think it didn't explode here, so I don't know. But this did start leaking out. So this is like this sort of weird radiation or something. That'll be your kryptonite bits, I'm sure. We're mostly, most of the book is going back between Brazil. They're in Brazil and mining diamonds. And you've got these peacemaker guys who are kind of calling the shots and telling them what to do and stuff. And it's like these poor people are being oppressed. They're forced to be mining the diamonds and stuff. Superman comes in and actually does the diamonds for them, and then he gets into a scuffle with these Lazarus Corporation guys, and here's your main stuff. I like the story. I wasn't dying over it. I wish they would have just completed the Krypton thing in the first half and just completed it and just gave us the full thing, like what all happened, and then get on with the story at hand with Superman. But they didn't. They chose to, they're going to drag it out a little bit, which takes me to the pacing, which unfortunately I'm going to get a 1 for the pacing. I wanted this to just get into the action. It's Superman. There's a lot of like deciding on what to do and things. And I just felt like, look, it's Superman. Can we just get a Superman action fight scene? I want to see how his powers work. They're a little bit different. He has like some sort of suit and he talks to his suit or something. It's fine. Like it's neat. It's kind of neat, but I don't know. I would have liked to have seen more with the action. This is a thicker comic, so they could have done a bit more, in my opinion. I am going to give the art a 2 out of 2. Now, when I give art a 2 out of 2, I'm not saying that the art in this comic is better than Jack Kirby or Neil Adams or Alex Ross or any of those guys. But in this comic, it looked really good. This is my favorite of the art. And I think all the art has been good in all 3 of these, but man, this just looks cool to me. Even this cover is really cool. Look, Superman is my favorite character of all time, not just of comic books. So that comes with a positive edge and a negative edge. The positive edge is that if something is kind of cool, I'm just going to like it because it's Superman. But also if I feel that something kind of sucks, I'll be harder on it, right? So I don't like Man of Steel. So I'm harder on that movie, even though, is it that bad for me to harp on it all the time? Well, yeah, because it's not Superman to me. So then that pisses me off. But, objectively, is it so bad? Well, there's some stupid things in it, but there's some good action in it as well. So like, it's hard to review it, This one is weird. I like, okay, well, let me get on to the art. So sorry, the art's 2 out of 2. Let's talk about this S for a second. Now, it's a symbol here for your class system, which is the lower class here in this comic. I have to say that I always 100% till the day I die, I prefer the real Superman logo. And if you're going to ask me in the comments, where is the real one? Don't ask me. You know what it is. The real Superman one, the regular looking one that's been like this for decades, not the Action Comics #1 logo. And yes, I know he's changed logos many times. But this logo has been my favorite of the changes. I don't really like the Kingdom Come S at all. And I know they're using that for James Gunn his movie, and I don't like it at all. It's fine for Kingdom Come, but that's it. This looks more like an S. This looks just like a bit more stylized version of the real logo. So if I had to pick a logo, this would be my second one. Like if you said to me, no, you cannot use the Superman logo because we don't want to pay Jerry Siegel's family or whatever, then this would be my closest one to use. I actually think it's pretty cool. So this would be my choice. If this was in the current movie, I would be a lot more at ease with that. The costume itself, I mean, it kind of is cool. This grew on me. I think it was a smart idea to release these pictures like ahead of time, because in my mind I started to think, okay, this is what Superman looks like in this world, and I actually think it looks pretty cool. Nothing beats the real Superman costume ever, but this does look cool to me. Characters 1.5, I like Superman in this. We didn't get much with him. There he is as a boy, so he's not a little baby with Krypton. I like them. He's saving people. He's trying to help people. That is Superman. So good on that. Jor-El and Lara are pretty cool in this. The bad guys are assholes. You want to see them get beat up. So it's all good on that perspective. I'm not dying over anyone. There is a hot take at the end with one character, which I'm not going to spoil. And you're just like, why? Like, why is this happening? But you know why it's happening, right? Enjoyment factor, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I liked this comic. I don't want you to think that I walked away not liking it. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10, which is more than a pass. It's definitely better than a pass. And I'm actually excited to read the second one, especially for the art, that's for sure. Worst case scenario, just get this and it looks really nice and it looks like a legit good comic. Gosh, I think that Wonder Woman is my favorite, which is out of nowhere. I really did not think I'd like that Wonder Woman. She looks completely different. Somehow they've retained the kindness of Wonder Woman in that warrior. I hate the Xena warrior Wonder Woman. It's like, oh, she's a warrior. It's like, well, Captain America is a soldier, but he doesn't walk around with firearms and grenades and blowing up people, right? So Wonder Woman is a soldier, is a warrior. Yeah, well, she shouldn't walk around with swords and shields and decapitating people. It's like she uses a lasso, and she flies and stuff. Like, I don't get it. It's like Captain America doesn't use firearms and bazookas, right? It's like, oh, look, it's Red Skull, bazooka. Okay, it's over. Like, I mean, that's just not how it goes. Yeah, he was a soldier in war, so is Wonder Woman a warrior in a war, but that's over. So they don't do that anymore. Anyways, sorry, tangent. I like this comic overall. I'm going to continue with all three of these absolutes. We'll see where they go. That Martian Manhunter, though, looks absolutely poops. I don't know who thought of that design. It looks awful. Flash and Green Lantern, I only saw the covers. They look okay. I'll see where it goes. But yeah, definitely these three are definitely worth it for me. Again, it's a new universe, so take that for what you want. And if you're not interested, you're not interested. That's the end of it. All right, guys, please remember to like the video, subscribe. That's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.